It's Tuesday tea. And I don't think for shit, people, so bear with me here. Hi, welcome, good morning, and welcome to this Tuesday prior to Valentine's Day. And if you didn't know this about me, today is February 13th, and Valentine's Day is my favorite fake holiday of all times. And that is why I'm having hearts. I'm wearing hearts today. Oh, and I'm not even wearing my wedding ring, which is a heart because of Valentine's Day, I think. Anyways, because of time, I'm gonna go ahead and start talking tea and start talking business. Oh my god, I'm so excited, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit why I'm deciding to do this talk today. It is kind of like an announcement, so bear with me here. First off, I switched up the tea today. So when I created the promotion for this talk, I was thinking about I wanted to be mellow because it's a very powerful topic. But today I woke up feeling with a little bit of a raspy throat because I went to my CrossFit yesterday and they kicked my ass. So in order to boost my immune system and not die in the process, I am having nettle Greek mountain tea. So if you're not into herbal teas or herbal infusions or tisanes, however you want to call them, please check them out, because it's pretty much having like a pharmacy in your cupboard. I am crazy about herbal teas because I grew up with that tradition. I grew up with chamomile and cinnamon and all of those infusions that my mom used to make for me. And this nettle tea specifically works towards relieving pain, helping with allergies, helping with skin allergies, and boosting your immune system. And because I am really, really sore today, I decided to go with it. I will talk about creme caramello at another point because it is as fabulous as it sounds. So let's dive in and talk about, oh, wait, hold on. I have another ad here. My clothes. Do you ever see me? Do you ever notice that I usually wear the exact same shirt all the time? It is supposedly a genius move, but then I got another genius move. I got a stylist. Parody, love, when you see this, thank you so much for pimping me out and showing me that I have some style. So she came into my closet, people, and redid me. So you're gonna see a lot more fabulousness from now on, even if it's just pastels. Anyways, that was my ad moment of the day. Parody style, check her out. Okay, so business. The whole idea of owning a business at this day and age, in this day and age, sounds romantic. We are in an entrepreneurial economy. And I believe economy has always been entrepreneurial because it's pretty much being at the upfront of a company or building something, and all companies have been built by entrepreneurs in one way or another. But this is very, very prevalent now, especially because of technology. So we first started hearing about freelancers maybe 10 years ago, probably 15. And then the buzzword is entrepreneur. And I hear a lot of people, especially in my circle, especially in the coaching world, we are all entrepreneurs. We offer services, wondering, is that for me? Is it like I have this little inkling in me that maybe it's something that I can do, but I have no idea if I should do it, if it's something that I really can pull off. And let me just tell you right now, it's not for everyone, okay? Let that sink in. And if after you hear this, you say, you know, she's right, it's not for me, then you can turn off this live stream. Or this video. If it kills you, the fact that I am saying it, then you might not be built for this. Because entrepreneurship requires a very tough skin. But it also requires a bunch of things that you might have. So if you're curious about, how do I know if this is for me? Stick with me, okay? So let me tell you a little story. Just last year, I realized that I've been an entrepreneur for almost 10 years. I had no idea. I mean, I've been doing it, but I had no idea because Now that I have established business is when I feel like I'm an entrepreneur. The reality is that I've been working for myself since I was probably 20, 21 years old or even before, because I've collected a bunch of skills in my time. I've studied so much, so many different things that I've been able to provide income for myself through doing translations, through copywriting. My first business actually was a literary services company back in the Dominican Republic, where I'm from, where I used to provide copywriting, ghostwriting, style correction, editing, and even social media content creation with my best friend. And it was called Ghost Inc. You can still find it online, actually. It was a pretty darn cool moment in my life because I was put into practice one of my biggest passions, which is writing. Okay? But what I didn't realize is that even though I was working towards writing, I was doing something that I was really good at, which was telling people what to do. As an entrepreneur, I thought that because I'm a control freak, so I should be lighter with people and whatnot. So I always called myself a freelancer. I worked for myself. I had a partner, which is my best friend, and we just went through the motions. We made money. We made some money here. We made some money there. I held a lot of jobs that I have not been able to keep. So that is a good sign if you are wondering if you are an entrepreneur or not. How is your work history like? Okay, because people that have the entrepreneurial spirit we struggle a lot to hold down a job, whether that is because of authority, because of routine, whatever that is. But that doesn't mean we are the only kind of entrepreneurs. One of my favorite entrepreneurs here in Des Moines, her name is Emily Steele. She holds an executive position at a marketing firm. She has a side hustle. She's just started a new business called Brand Lounge. So check it out. I'm dropping names, people, today. She does it all, and she manages to do it. And she has that entrepreneurial spirit. She has that hustle and bustle entrepreneurial spirit. So if those very different type of people, the kind that can't hold a job and the kind that can hold a job, are both entrepreneurs, then how do I know the difference, right? Okay, so here it goes. The first thing that you need to ask yourself is, where is this desire to work for yourself? Where's this idea coming from? Okay? And it is important that you ask yourself this question because it might really tell you some insights about yourself. In this entrepreneur economy, it is very easy to fall in the trap of wanting to do all the things that we see other people doing. So if your idea of being an entrepreneur is based on someone else's life, it's not based on an idea that you have, of something that you want to share or the way that you want to help people, then you might not be made for this. Because what you're looking at is potentially the highlights of someone else's really harsh movie. Entrepreneurship is not easy, okay? So when you make the decision to become an entrepreneur based on what you see other people's lives being, then you are not making it from a place of you wanting to grow as a human being. There is potentially, besides parenting, not one thing in this world that's more challenging than entrepreneurship, because you are growing, it's growing pains, okay? So ask yourself, where is this question coming from me? Do I really want to spend day and night? Do I want to change my 40-hour week of work for an 80-hour week of work? What does freedom feel like for me? What do I really want? Okay? Because trust me, if you don't want to spend 80 hours working on your business, then you do not want to have a successful business, at least not at first, if you're not going at it 100%. So the most important thing here is figuring out, where is this coming from for you? Is it coming from an idea that everybody else is an entrepreneur, so everybody's doing it, so I might be doing it, or is it coming really from you? Okay. So the answer is, you know what, Annie, I think that I can do it. I think I'm built for this. I can pull 80 hours. It's okay. And this is coming from a desire that I have to help others with this particular thing. or it's coming from a desire that I have to help others to overcome something. Okay? So mind you that, listen to my words here, helping others. Every successful entrepreneur that you will find is moved by helping other people. Whether it's creating a product that will help a solution, whether it's providing a service that will help people grow at any rate. Successful endeavors are successful because they fulfill a need. And that said, I would ask you, what is it that you want to help people with? Ask yourself and write it down. What is the thing that you think that you can do that's going to make the world a better place? To be a real entrepreneur, you cannot be a taker. You cannot be just thinking about, let me make money. You need to start thinking about, how is it that everything that you're going to do from now on is going to impact the world in a positive way? Because experience has taught us that when things are not done from the perspective of doing good, they get found out at some point. That's when stock markets clash, when people are not helping their fellow humans. So ask yourself, if yes, this is coming from a very deep part of you, ask yourself, how is it that I can help others? If you have no idea, that's okay. So I would invite you to do this exercise. So reach out to people that you know and ask them for feedback. Ask them, what is it that I'm good at? How have I impacted your life? How have I made a difference for you? Did I come up with this great idea? Did I help you by moving your furniture? What is it? And rather than thinking necessarily on a very specific thing, go to the generality of what are the characteristics in me that made these things possible. So that is your core characteristics, your core values that you want to identify in yourself. Okay? So after you do that, give me a second. You get to contemplate if this is really something that you want to do, maybe not for the rest of your life, but for a good bunch of it, or a good chunk of it, sorry. Why? Because even though it might change and evolve, once you put the wheels of entrepreneurship in motion, they're never gonna stop. Even if your business flunks, you're gonna have that in your head. And your mission is to keep on going. Because once you start working for yourself, I'm gonna tell you, it's a drug that is very hard to quit, okay? When I moved to the US, I couldn't work legally for 6 months. And that was the biggest blessing that I could have had, despite the depression, despite the anxiety that it cost me. And I knew it then. I knew it, that this is my make it or break it moment, because if I can make it through not making any income for 6 months, and I have this time to create something that's going to be bigger and greater than me, then whatever it is that I built from now on is going to kick ass. So that's what I held on to, okay? Because I knew that even if I started my coaching business and my coaching business did not succeed, I would still want to help people with my gift. The gift that I've identified over time, which is I give people clarity. When I work with a client and we sit down, we see what's going on in a big picture. And from then, they're able to take action if they want to, okay? So what is your gift? What is the one thing that you're really, really good at, okay? Now, I'm not saying if you're going to become an entrepreneur, you have to quit your job, just start not working for 6 months. I did not have a safety net, except for my husband, bless his heart. He is the most awesome human I know. So here comes the next part. If you're not doing that, if you're not just like, you know what, yes, Annie, I heard you and I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to quit everything else. If you're not about that, and I trust me, I wouldn't want you to be about that, because money is important and it allows you, it gives us the freedom to really move forward in our lives and do the things that we want to do. I would say start doing your research. But don't get caught up in the part of the research that will paralyze you. And this is why I say it. If you have in your heart an idea, it's because that idea is possible. Let me repeat that. If you have in your heart an idea, it's because that idea is possible. If you focus on the goal, you will be able to find a way. If you focus on the goal, you will be able to find a way. Why am I saying this? I'm going to give you this example. Again, my best friend, love her. She told me, and I think I gave this example last week. She told me last week she finally voiced her biggest dream, which is becoming a UN ambassador, fighting for equal rights for women and children. And that is totally her. It's something that I've seen her do since I've met her, since I've known her. And when I started talking to her, I saw this image. I was like, okay, so this is how it's going to look like for you. You're going to start doing this, you're going to start doing that, then you might want to get some leadership training, then you're going to connect people, you're going to build the support system. And I gave her the answers. I gave her the how-to. I gave her the how-to because that's my gift. And she told me that. At the same time as I was discovering her gift, right then and there, and it made all the sense in the world, she told me, Annie, this is what you do for people. You allow us to believe that it's possible. So when you look at whatever it is that you want to do and you start doing the research, don't do it on your own because it's going to feel like a monumental experiment. You want to sit down with people that are in your same mindset. You want to reach out to maybe mentors. You want to reach out maybe to a coach, maybe to an accountability buddy. Somebody that's going to sit with you and it's going to be like, oh yeah, this is totally doable. So this is potentially my fourth or fifth tip. I'm not counting. When you decide to become an entrepreneur, surround yourself by people that will hold you up. When you decide to become an entrepreneur, surround yourself by people that would hold you up to your biggest potential and biggest standard. If you know that there's people in your life that will not support this, do not share it with them. Or if you're going to share it with them, block them out because you know that what's going to come from there is not going to be something that's going to allow you to grow. Okay? So make sure that you are surrounding yourself and you are reaching out to people that are either already where you want to be or that believe that you can get there. And you already know those people. Okay? You just decide to listen to the other crowd. If you know people that hold you to your highest standard, go find them and share with them what you want to do. And trust me, entrepreneurship will be born there for you. Because they will have ideas, they will have connections, they will have people that they want to meet, that they want to introduce you to. Your business will be born in connections. And that is the last thing that I want to say on the part of how do I go about starting a business? Start finding people. Having a business is a relationship matter. You can't really do it on your own. You need to find people that are going to believe in you, people that are going to connect you, people that are going to be there for you, people that are going to say, you know what, I want to invest. You need to put yourself out there. If you're saying, oh, I'm an introvert, fuck that shit. Entrepreneurship is not only for extroverts. Actually, if you look through history, if you look at the Steve Jobs, Bill Gates of the world, most huge entrepreneurs, people that really make it, are not extroverts. Okay? There is at least a 60-40 percentage there. But they were able to make strong connections and they communicated their ideas with the clear mind of who and what they wanted to do. Who they wanted to do. Who they wanted to help and what they wanted to do to help them. Okay? So I think that connects everything that I wanted to say in that matter. Figure out if you're doing this for the right reasons. Figure out who you want to help and how you want to help them. Figure out what your strengths are in that matter and find people that complement you in that sense. Find help and find support because you ain't gonna do this shit on your own, okay? And that's all I have to say about that. Also, I have a summit called Authenticity is Power. Get out of your own way and into success by being yourself always. There's a link on my Facebook page. There's going to be a link on the YouTube page. Sign up now. It's going to be up the chain. Over 20 experts talking about success, empowerment, and authenticity. It's going to change your life. You don't want to miss it. So have a good day, everyone, and happy Valentine's Day.